Somebody went 5-0 in a league with a Prime Speaker Zegana deck. I am so excited that I'm not even going to intro or anything like that. Somebody went 5-0 in a league with a Prime Speaker Zegana deck. That's so awesome. Prime Speaker Zegana is by far my favorite commander. And I've tried it a couple times. I had some limited success. I actually went 3-2 in a league a long time ago with a Nissa deck with a few blue cards and Prime Speakers Zegana at the helm. And I've tried another deck where you try to just put a whole bunch of lands into play with creatures and stuff like that, Oracle Medaya and those kind of things. And so you get to play a lot of lands because you draw a lot of cards. But it was really really slow, and it didn't end up working out, and I never made a video out of it. Um, so to see this, like I have to try this. I just have to. I mean, it's a requirement. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's a really interesting deck. There's a lot of cards that I would never consider putting in a deck. Like River's Rebuke is an interesting one, and then Dictate of Karametra and Heartbeat of String are group hug, you know all stars. But like I don't know, I don't know about them in 1v1 Commander. And then Plasma Capture is decent, but Mystic Genesis, that's an interesting one as well. And it's just a crazy deck. There's just a lot going on here. There aren't that many creatures. There's 10. So Prime Speaker Zegana is kind of the B plan. Or which is to say, actually, that this is like a control ramp deck, and Prime Speaker Zegana and a bunch of other big creatures are kind of like the finishers. So, and it's got a lot of mass bounce and stuff like that, and some creatures that are good with mass bounce because you want to play them again, including Prime Speaker Zegana. And I found in testing that this deck is slow. It has a lot of trouble against the mono red decks and stuff like that. It just feels like you're on the back foot the whole time, and maybe you stabilize, but a lot of the time you don't. Fortunately, I don't expect to run into mono red very often in a league. You run into it a lot more often than tournament practice room. So hopefully the slowness of the deck, I mean it's molasses slow sometimes. Hopefully that doesn't really end up biting me. Once you do stabilize and establish a game plan, though, like you have more lands than your opponent, you're drawing more cards than your opponent, and it's really, really hard not to win at that point in time because, more lands and more cards equals you're playing more spells per turn. So let's try it out. I'm skeptical, but it looks like fun. All right, got match one. We are on the playing against Thrasios and Tymna. Thrasios and Tymna. I have a green land, a search from tomorrow. Yeah, I think this is okay. Got Nissa. I was not able to find. I played a bunch of practice matches, but I could not find a Tymna deck to play against, so I have no idea how this is going to go. Mother of Runes, okay. Reach is probably better than Nissa. So let's go Island. Can get a forest with the other one. Let's go Island. Alright, my OBS just crashed. Hopefully I got the beginning of that game. Opponent just played Thalia. Now I have to pay one more to play this. It's fine. Let's do this. Let's get a forest redetermined. I think... I think I want to Venser and bounce a land. Slow my opponent down off of the Thalia. We have 5 mana though? Wow, that's pretty amazing. I can't also play the Oath of Nissa. I still think I want to Venser and bounce a land. I'm going to keep my opponent off that Tymna. Slowing down all their card draw is a big component. Alright, I don't know if I want a Wild Growth. It's good. But it costs 2 mana. Let's go for it. Opponent appears to be sitting on a counter. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Do we play Oath of Nissa? We could play Moment's Peace to keep them off a card. We take 2 damage, but it keeps them off a card. Dismember? Looks like Dismember. Alright, Nissa's down. I actually really don't hate Moment's Peace to keep them off a card. It's really important to keep Tymna decks from drawing a card. They're not playing Tymna. Alright. I guess I'll just take the 2 damage. They must be worried about this Prime Speaker. Oh, I gotta click it in my hand. There we go. Let's do that. Do a Heartbreed of Spring now? Opponent could have a hard counter for Prime Speaker. If it's a mana leak or something like that, then it doesn't worry me. Let's just go for this, the Oath of Nissa. I guess it's Breeding Pool. We'll attack. We got an extra turn. And this is Pilgrimage. We do have Spell Mastery. It seems pretty good. Let's say go. Keep up Okina Temple. If my opponent tries something clever, we can still Moment's Peace them. I'm not really worried about Prime Speakering for 4 just yet. Not when my opponent... Having them keep up mana is actually slowing them down quite a bit. This forces a pretty bad position for my opponent. They have to tap the Mother Runes to keep their Thalia around. And then we don't have to Moment's Peace or anything. And we don't take any damage. And Thalia doesn't draw him any cards. And now opponent is tapped out. Oh, that's really good. I think it might be time to Heartbeat of Spring. So Heartbeat costs 4 mana. So let's say it's these 4. And then Jace costs 5 mana, so 2 lands plus 1. And then Prime Speaker costs... So we got 4. This Thalia is a problem. Maybe we could play... Yeah, that doesn't save us any mana. So the 1 extra mana from this would go to Jace, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't pump up Prime Speaker, and we only have 1 land open. Alternatively, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pump it up. We don't have enough mana to play Jace as well. What can we bounce with? Yeah, let's... Opponent gets a lot of mana, but they don't have Kraum. They have Thrasios. So I think we go for it. I don't think there's a strong reason to brainstorm. I think we can bounce Mother of Runes. I think that's probably better. Let's keep colored mana open. Okay. Let's just say go. Heartbeat of Spring a little bit risky here, but I think it lets us do a lot more than it lets our opponent do. There's the Mother Runes. And the Finhorn Elves. I don't know about this Pendelhaven. Like, the only 1/1 in the whole deck is Sakura Tribe Elder. I don't know why Pendelhaven's in the deck, but I guess it's kind of free. So, I can pump up my opponent's Finhorn Elves. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Or their Mother ones. They can't protect from that. Opponent's in the tank. Okay, opponent played Thrasios. And they're using the Thrasios ability, which I expected. They don't have a whole lot to do with all this mana. They draw a card, they reveal Bloom Tender, which they play, I assume, yeah. Alright, they should not be able to get damage through, which is excellent. So we need like a mass bounce spell here. That would be pretty awesome. Let's draw 3 cards. We have this Moment's Peace, which is double cast. Oh, jeez. Alright. It's a bunch of junk. I could Time Spiral. I lose the Moment's Peace. I also give my opponent more cards. Alright, Sky Shroud Claim is a pretty easy one. I didn't check. Are those all my basic lands? Is it pointless to play? Alright, I think we say go, keep the Moment's Peace up. There's no strong reason to Time Spiral. Just, well, Thrasios with all this mana. Yeah, I'm gonna Moment's Peace. I'm going to burn that out of my hand before I worry about... And I got to reshuffle, so I get a fresh Brainstorm. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of mana. Yeah, I forgot about the Bloom Tender, too. Alright. They're digging. Kraum. Alright. Opponent's spells are kind of low impact. And they need 2 counter spells just to like get any damage in on Jace. And probably the Mother of Runes. Because I have 2 rate blockers. I've got this Okina that turns this into a 3/3, so I got 2 3/3s. I got a 4/4 if I need it. Doesn't look like I will. It's gonna be hard to get damage in, so that one's going at Jace, that one's going at Jace. Alright. They got tricks? Looks like they got tricks. I would really love to kill this Thalia. Please let me kill the Thalia. Probably not going to happen. But I really want to. It's Dramoka's command? Alright, they're protecting Thrasios. So no reason to pump Venser here. They got 4 mana tapped. They bound themselves to that 4 mana tapped because of the Mother of Runes. They can't undo it anymore. Alright, what do you got here? Oh, it is Dramoka's command. So it fights... It does. Okay, so it becomes a 2/4. Does. Alright, so it wins. Alright, so let's. We do need to protect Venser here. And then Thalia wins in first strike damage. But we could play another Prime Speaker next turn. Like even if we pump up Prime Speaker, Thalia wins in first strike damage. So there's no reason to do that. So we can protect Venser from the 2/4, so that we can play a larger. Oh, they got another trick. Oh, they're using the extra mana to scry. Logic Knot. All right. Gonna be hard to make that big enough. Played a tap land. What I really like is a bounce spell and then the time spiral. That would be so awesome. Traverse with only 2 card types. Let's brainstorm first. Alright, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want that. I want to shuffle those cards away. There are no lands. Okay, I should have figured. Let's go ahead and play Prime Speaker. Oh, I F2'd. I should have pumped it 1. Ooh, that guy's pretty good, huh? I got 4 guard types in my graveyard. Play Sakura Tribe Elder. So I have instant, creature, or I have sorcery, creature, land. I don't have instant. My only instant is this commit to memory. Which I can commit Thalia. I probably want to commit Thalia on the instep or something like that. This cultivate does nothing. Let's just pass the turn. Leave up all this mana. And get rid of the cultivate. No, I don't even have to discard a card. Never mind. Okay. Thrasios is becoming a problem. They're drawing a lot of cards because of it. Somehow I've used up more time than my opponent. I'm going to have to watch that. Okay. Opponent's going after Jace again, it looks like. 2/4 and a 2/2 and a 2/1. Alright, hopefully this ruins their day. They do have a Logic Knot. They'll probably play it now because it's pretty much dead after Teferi's in play. Let's hope they don't have 2 counter spells. They need to make it big. And they just used their graveyard for the Murderous Cut. Abrupt Decay on the Heartbreed of Spring. Oh, I see. Okay, alright. That hurts. That hurts, I'm not gonna lie. I can commit it, but then I can't commit the Logic Knot. We still have more mana than our opponent. So getting rid of all the Thrasios mana actually probably helps us. Alright, they Logic Knot for 9, and we commit to memory it. Or commit it. And then second from the top, it's actually a dead card. Because Teferi's in play. And then we get some really favorable blocks here. I think we block here, we block here, and we block there. There's no basic lands in our deck. Alright, they protect Tymna, which I think is wrong, but I think you want to protect your Thalia. My opponent might not realize how bad Thalia is eating us up. Alright. No more lands in our deck, so Polluted Delta is dead. I'm gonna draw. If I get a Mass Bounce spell, I want to cast that first. These are all dead. Let's shuffle with Traverse the Ovenwald. We can get a Kraken, but then we have to replay our Teferi. It actually seems pretty good, though, doesn't it? Can we... It's 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have enough mana to do that. Or we could just get Prime Time. How many lands are still in our library? A decent number. Riptide Laboratory is one of them. Oran Reef. I think setting them back is actually pretty good here. Oh, it bounces Jace too, doesn't it? That's too bad. We'll worry about that next turn. We need these. On this. We're going to have to tap the Ancient Tomb. Oh, his flash. Yeah, we could have. Well. Teferi also has flash, but I think we play it now while we can resolve it. Now let's get rid of that, and trying to hurry up. We got rid of the wild growth, that sucks. We don't have any action on my opponent's turn. I'm just going to F6. Probably only saves a couple seconds, but... What did they play? Tymna? Okay. Play Finhorn Elves, Boomtender, or Thrasios. Alright, so... Let's cast a giant one of these. Let's not worry about... let's play Jace. Bounce Mother Runes. Play the Grove. Let's explore. Play the Centaur Garden. And I'm just trying to move this quickly. Let's grab the Snapcaster Mage. Any order. And let's swing. Opponent could do 1 damage to Jace. I don't really care. They're at 6 life. They've actually taken more damage than I have. And then Deep Analysis. And Reverse Rebuke is just going to... I guess it doesn't... It only targets them. It's actually pretty good. I maybe wanted to keep that. I was hurrying. I can Snapcaster it if I need to. Alright, opponent. I didn't see them play that Skull Clamp. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. They are digging hard. Thrasios. Spell Queller, because it doesn't do anything. And put the, okay. They're going to block with it. We could repeal it. We wait for the double block, though. I guess we could just bounce it. I don't really care about Jace right now. Like, I need to hurry, though. Let's go ahead and bounce it. Make some really unattractive blocks for my opponent. Green Sun Zenith for prime time. Probably rushing more than I need to, but it's... Whatever. Llanowar Reborn, Riptide Laboratory. Sure. And then I'm going to Snapcast the River's Rebuke because it's so backbreaking right now. Oh, sure. Oops. I clicked yes. The U. Bounce all their Moxen. I don't think there's a way they can stabilize against this board. Let's just F6. We're tapped out anyways. Primeval Titan has Trample. Also, there's 5 creatures. And Tymna's actually dead. I don't know how it ended up in the command zone. I thought I bounced it. Oh yeah, because they blocked with it last turn. I don't think that's enough. Alright, so let's bounce that thing. Repeal. That has the biggest butt. And swing. No. It's technically correct to do it. Okay. That was exhausting. Oh my god, that was a marathon. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna take a short break before playing the next match. Alright, we got match 2. We are on the play. Playing against Tymna and Kraum. This hand looks great. Let's play the Conclave. Might be able to Mystic Snake us a Tymna. Or Condescend. Opponent can only take one of those 2 cards if they have a creature that deals with them. They gonna counter my Farseek? And you don't play around the counter on the Farseek. I'd rather have a... Oh, no. Alright. They got an untapped land, too. They're not sure what that's about. I think I do Augur a Bolus. We still have the Condescend up. Let's take this Cultivate. Haven't whiffed much on Augur in testing. There's a lot of instants and sorceries in the deck. I've whiffed a couple times on Oath of Nissa, because there's only 10 creatures, so you're counting on a land. Condescend this 100% of the time. I don't think I really want a Windfall just yet, but I will definitely take a Search from tomorrow. I can just play that right and then play... Oh. Let's get an island. Island tends to be a little more... Let's get forest there. And let's cultivate. Probably a little bit of both. Let's play the forest tapped and swing for one. Not quite to where we can activate a Fairy Conclave and then... That does it. I can activate the Fairy Conclave and swing with it. But I can't activate the Fairy Conclave and cast Prime Speaker. What you got here? Alright. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just swing. Again, I'm glad to have my opponent just sit back and sit on a counterspell instead of playing their tempo cards. I don't think that's what a Tymna deck should be doing. I've drawn enough lands. I'm going to crack these. Yeah, still not time to play Prime Speaker, I don't think. Or the Temporal Manipulation. They have a Wasteland. Alright. Least of my worries. If they're hoping a Spell Pierce or something is going to counter a counter spell. Looks like they're just sitting back. As long as I'm still drawing lands, I'm happy. Well, I mean, actually, I'd rather draw spells. Oh, Cavernous Souls. Okay. Human. Alright, you got yourself a Tymna. I think I go for it now. I'm not going to counter back. Alright. We also just got the Riptide Laboratory. Maybe I should have played it. But no. No, we're fine. Yeah, they got another counter spell. Alright. It's too bad they get in with Kraum. Wizard you control. Oh, it's not a wizard anyways. Need a way to deal with that Kraum. Let's attack. I might even take this trade. Okay. I think it's worth temporal manipulating. And then let's bounce this. Alright. It's kind of an answer. It's actually pretty good. I need 2 green. I've got 2 green. Okay. Oh, I don't have... Oh, shoot. I always forget about that ability. So they can probably counter back our Moment's Peace. We don't have a way to cast it twice. Alright, that's fine. And we'll Moment's Peace to stop him from drawing a card. They can counter it if they want. They're just trading a counter for a card. Alright. And the mana's not entirely irrelevant. They're down to 1 blue. Do I crack this thing? It's going to get bounced. I think so, yeah. Thing has haste, though. It's 8, isn't it? Okay. Alright. I just get it back. What do we got here? This is only as a sorcery, right? Yeah. Oh, they got it. Okay. They're doing a lot of damage to us. We're at 12 on the Kraum counter. We can bounce it. And then replay a Prime Speaker and do not a lot else. Or I can keep up the evacuation. I don't think I really care about... I think slowing them down. I mean, it... Do we have... Oh. We don't have enough to also Sky Shroud claim. Alright. Let's do some damage to them. They've taken a bunch of damage already. So maybe we can just race them. Llanowar Reborn is pretty slow. Eating up their mana pretty well. And they're giving themselves oh, a Jit. That's a bit unfortunate. I could repulse the, I think I wait. I don't think they're blocking with Tymna. Oh, they are blocking with Tymna. Alright. Let's return this. Can we... I don't know how many lands are left in my library. It's actually pretty important. I need to play around counterspells. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I've got a lot of gas to keep from taking damage from Kraum. Alright. I actually can't do anything about that. Alright. Equip the Jit, move to begin combat. Are you really taking 2 damage for that? Wow. Okay. Well, they might get to draw an extra card when we cast our second spell. I'm not sure what this is. Stoneforge Mystic, okay. Got Sword of Feast and Famine. Let's brainstorm. Well, we definitely want this dismiss. We probably don't want that. We can intuition for 3 extra turn spells. Let's put this one away. Capture. There's another 5 mana one, isn't there? Temporal Trespass is basically almost free. And then well, I can't remember the name of the Time Warp. There it is. Alright, let's do the time warp. Just the first time, not again. Let's swing. They're gonna block. Of course. Now let's play Search for Azcanta. Maybe I should have kept the, Do I know what's on top of my library? I don't. I just searched for a bunch of things. Let's play Nature's Lore. But I probably should have kept the Sky Shroud's Claim, because I could have cast it right now. Devastation Tide. No. I don't want to play that right now, I don't think. Sure. Let's brainstorm. Alright, I don't really want any of these. I think I put my opponent at 3 life. One extra. Cannot afford to tap extra mana right now. Yes, please. Let's get Mosswork Bridge and probably Treetop Village actually gets in for 3 damage. What are we hiding away? Let's hide away an extra turn spell. We cannot take a hit from Kraum with a Sword of Feast and Famine on him. This exiles it. Wondering what my record is for the league. Alright, Moment's Peace resolved. Alright, you got a freebooter. You also get a look at one of my counter spells. Alright, takes a dismiss. Plays Meddling Mage on commit, I assume. Yeah, I like my opponent tapping down on Force of Will. Wow, okay. I can bounce it with Jace if he can't name something that I'm worried about. Crush of Tentacles. Not really that interested in playing that. Equip the... I think my opponent is dead here. Don't feel like dealing with a Jit. Opponent asking me to split with him. I'm gonna show him this. Said he didn't get a non-land. Yeah. Okay. So we beat Tymna again. Another really long one. Jeez, this video is going to be long. Alright, got match 3. We are on the draw playing against Breya. We have only blue lands and 2 green ramp spells. I'm on the draw. I'm going to mulligan. I'm going to keep this. Hopefully scry into another land. Let's scry the Time Twister away. Don't really care for that. Hand's a little clumsy, but it does ramp. They're kind of like a regular forest here, but alright, that's just good enough. This allows us to be more mana efficient and actually use our turn 1 mana. I think I want the Nissa. No idea how this is going to do against Breya either. I don't think it's probably targeted at Breya. Not many people play. Breya missed a land drop? Well, that's 3 visits. For a, it's got to be a forest. Do we get the breeding pool or and take 2 damage? No. We've got an ancient tomb in play. And this turns on spell mastery too, to make Mrs. Pilgrimage awesome. Opponent probably cursing their draw right now. And we could play Nissa's Pilgrimage and Nissa next turn. I think we could flip Nissa. Alright, they got a Cavernous Souls on human and a Bitter Blossom. Okay. Bitter Blossom's good. We Nissa. We have 4 lands. We play the 5th land. No, we can't flip her. But we can cast both. Yes, please. Saving the snow-covered lands because there is into the north. I do have to get one snow-covered land out of this. Alright, so Nissa flips next turn. We might want to play Prime Speaker before that. No, opponent hit another land. Maybe they just skipped playing a land. Alright, Vindicate the Ancient Tomb. Not a concern. Except now we can't. Oh yeah, we can't flip this anyways. Okay, so alright, they block with the fairy. That's fine by me. Let's get rid of Flooded Strand probably. Breya coming down. Thoughtseize, okay. So they probably take Cryptic Command. I'm probably not going to play a Time Spiral into an opponent that's having trouble getting their mana together. Deep Analysis doesn't do anything. Search for tomorrow. I've already gotten a ton of lands. They take Time Spiral. I don't have enough blue mana. Maybe I should have gotten the Breeding Pool that one turn. Let's attack first. Opponent just chumping with those tokens. And, oh, yeah. Alright, well I don't get a Nissa. That's fine. It's a little bit sad. This is definitely going to be an island. Island. Say go. Keeping up mana instead of playing Deep Analysis. I can play Deep Analysis next turn. Now we can't counter Breya. We can bounce her. I don't know how good that is. We could have bounced the land in response. You know I have this. No. That's... Do we... Counter target spell. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. I think we return the Darkslick Shores. I don't really need to draw a card that bad. Let's draw some cards. Tap the correct mana. Alright, well that's a prime time. Let's play the Land Warrior Reborn now. An attack. My opponent wants to keep chump blocking. I mean, it slows me down a little bit, but I'm actually perfectly okay with that. No, I don't want to. I hate graft sometimes. It's especially on Magic Online. It's just the worst. I really want to counterspell to... Well, that's pretty good. Can I do both? No, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then we got some extra mana. Not sure why my opponent is doing that. No! Alright, opponent clearly going for Breya here. Yeah. Oh man, now I have to do 3 graph triggers. I think I'll probably graph to Fairy because it gets around the -4/-4 ability. It also gets rid of that graph trigger. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough to River's Rebuke, and do I really care to... I think we can River's Rebuke later. I think I really want the prime time out. I can make an... well, I mean, it's uncounterable because of Teferi anyways, but it's high time for prime time. I probably should have left some extra blue mana open. Let's get Mosswort Bridge. And Oran Reef, probably. I guess we can keep Devastation Tide in our back pocket. Although, having 10 power and creatures as the requirement, maybe that's not... I mean, Sky Shroud Claim doesn't look great either. I don't think I want to chump attack with Prime Speaker. Attack with your flyers. Do you want to attack with your flyers? Like... oh yeah, you can attack with this thing too. Alright. Got a kill spell for Teferi? Oh, Damnation. Okay. You can't counter this back. Alright! I think our opponent getting mana screwed helped us out a lot there. It really slowed them down. They did eventually get mana, but we had already built a pretty imposing board presence and just... we ramped so hard. Alright, we got match 4. We are on the play. Playing against Breya. I don't know if this is the same Breya. Ooh, this hand is questionable. I've been berated for mulliganing too many times, but man, this just is. And we are on the play. I'm gonna try it. We got 3 turns to draw a land, and the hand gets turned on pretty well. Let's just go ahead and. Alright, not a land. Do we remand a signet? Probably. It actually draws us another card. Since I haven't drawn a land yet, I think I do remand a signet. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Sakura Tribe Elder. And Nature's Lore. Nature's Lore gets his land right now. Sakura Tribe Elder. Yeah, let's play Nature's Lore. I would have rather gotten a land than the Nature's Lore. Like land and Sakura Tribe Elder would be pretty good. Instead, the Nature's Lore didn't end up ramping us. It just kind of took us to where we thought we would be. Crucible of Worlds, okay. I don't actually have a Reclamation Sage or like any way to deal with artifacts or enchantments. Can we get a land? Utopia Sprawl. Nope, other way around. Target forest to enchant is this one, and then. Oh, there we go. Rain blue. Need to keep up Exclude. My opponent's on Breya mana. At least we're keeping up in mana. We're not ramping, which is what we want to be doing. We're just keeping up. And this plays around Wasteland. Opponent's already got a Crucible, so if they get a Wasteland, we're probably done anyway. So playing around Wasteland probably doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, so opponent plays Pluto Delta. Play Breya? Please play Breya. They're going to play something else, aren't they? Alright, they play the Signet. Now I really need a land so I can play the Sakura Tribe Elder. Alright. Well, mulligan or not, when you hit 4 or 5 non-lands in a row, you're going to stumble on your mana, and this deck can't afford to stumble on its mana. Hopefully we can pull through this, but it's hard to know if the decision to mulligan was correct or not. If they play Breya, do we Mystic Stake or do we exclude? Mystic Stake doesn't get countered by Spell Pierce and things like that. Alright, they got a Signet. And they say go. So they're ramping up and we're not. Let's putting us pretty far behind. You gotta be kidding me. Well, we're discarding now. I think we just have to play... I think we have to bluff a counterspell. If they play Breya, like, I think discarding and not playing the Secure Tribe Elder is not gonna ever get us ahead. But I think I still don't play the Search for Azcanta because I need them to think that I have a counterspell. They're probably just going to play Breya anyways because they probably have one counterspell to counter our counter. And then we're going to be in trouble. They didn't counter Secure Tribe Elder though. Inquisition. Alright. Now they know what we have, and they can play Breya. So, if we had kept up the mana, we would have been able to counter Breya. If they don't have another counter spell. Which I think is a big if. But it wouldn't have mattered. We don't have enough mana to play two counter spells. Open up our revealed pile so they... No, it doesn't show our revealed pile? That's weird. Magic is weird. It doesn't count look at somebody's hand is revealed. And it doesn't count my revealed as revealed. I'd like to be able to cross them off so that I know what my opponent knows that I have. But they know I have these 6 cards. Well, here comes the Breya. The Breya is less of a problem than a Nahiri? Jeez. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going to say that it's less of a problem than the fact that we're way behind on mana. And my opponent realizes this and goes after our mana. Do we keep the Sakura Trial Elder around? I don't think we can afford to do that. Let's get an island, I think. Yeah, let's get an island. We can traverse for a land, actually. Even though we have 4 card types, I think a land is correct. And sad. This has been a lot of turns without a land. And we remanded something. Is there any special lands we can get? We could get Mosswort Bridge or Llanowar Reborn or Oran Reef. Rokina. We could get Nissa. Nissa might get countered. Doesn't cast Search for Azcanta. Doesn't keep up. They took our Exclude. So keeping up Exclude doesn't matter. Or we could get, yeah, I don't know, we're so far behind. We could get Temple. That keeps up, no, it doesn't keep up Commit. Ugh, so far behind here. There's no command tower in this deck, that's weird. Let's get Oran Reef. Play Search for Azcanta. Hope it doesn't get countered. I guess it's not the end of the world if it gets countered, but I really would like to scry. And we've actually already gotten threshold here, so it turns into a land next turn. So they might just counter it just because it turns into a land. Alright. Opponent gets to do whatever they want this turn. Including ticking up Nahiri. Nahiri is going to be a problem. Council's Judgment. Yep. And Breya. Talisman. Oh my god. Alright, this game is... How have we not drawn a land for this many turns? This is over. I mean, we drew ramp spells and stuff like that kind of got us. Yeah, this Nahiri is just gonna get whatever he wants and obliterate us. It's probably like Emrakul or something like that. It returns to his hand and then. All right, it's a land. I guess we have to Mystic Snake end a turn. Or if you cast something in order to pressure this Nahiri. Tapping down 4 lands against the Winter Orb. Doesn't seem like a good plan. But what else can we do? Probably getting countered and then we're done for. Yeah, I'm packing it in here. Well, as long as they actually have a counter spell. Oh well. Sometimes you get mana screwed. Alright, I got match 5. I am on the draw. I'm playing against Breya again. I cannot keep this hand. Yeah, I can't keep that hand. This hand is pretty good. I'll keep this hand. We get a Scry 2, which, yeah, I'll definitely take an Explore. Should be interesting to see how a Breya match where nobody gets mana screwed goes. If that's what happens. Do I traverse for a land? I don't think so. Opponent goes for the Signet. They always have the Signet. Actually didn't have the Signet the first time around. But they stock their deck full of so many Signets, it makes sense that they have the Signet. Breeding Pool, no. I think I still Explore. Play the Centaur Garden. Maybe I don't know. I think I want to wait. I'd like to use the Traverse for a creature. I mean, that's what it's best at. Ooh, Wasteland, that's not good. Crucible and Wasteland. Oh my god. Alright. We're in for it. Well, that's 3 visits. Get a basic forest. Let's traverse. Get a basic island. Alright. We might be able to play Magic. I'm surprised to see 3 Breyas. Breya, I think, has slipped in the format a little bit. I think Tymna decks are kind of holding it in place. Yep. Opponent hates my mana. Alright. We have enough mana to play Plasma Capture. So we're playing Magic. And we'll get the tempo for 1 turn. Should we commit the Crucible? I think so. If they counter it, oh well. Alright. Let's play beside you. They'll wasteland it. It won't be the end of the world. What is this? Factor Fiction. Alright. Alright, we'll do that. It's a tough one. Nihiri's probably not as good right now as Crucible is. Opponent puts Crucible in their hand. And an opt. Okay. We got him to take only 2 cards, so that's pretty awesome. Alright. Played their land for the turn. Do you have Force of Will or Daze? Alright. Let's play this Temporal Trespass. So we get 2 extra turns. We need 4. Beside you. Not commit. Centaur Garden's probably fine. Traverse, we can we probably don't really care about the 3 visits. And it's the Rainforest, that's fine. Just want to use my mana up. I guess I could have Prime Speakered for 1, but we get 2 extra turns now. Hard for that to be all bad. We can Kadama's Reach. Yeah, let's go for it. Island, Forest. Island tapped, Forest in play, doesn't really matter. Time Twister. Gets rid of that Crucible. Potentially draws us into a counter spell or something like that. Let's explore. Alright, Teferi's good. We can't play it this turn. It's Othanissa. We also got rid of the Wasteland. So even if they found a Crucible again, they need to find both parts of that combo. Yeah, I guess Venser. Let's play the Ancient Tomb. That was a pretty good turnaround, I think. Alright, Signet. Oh, they got a Force of Will? Alright. One, two, three, 1, 2. We need a lot more blue if we want a Prime Speaker and Teferi. It's Farseek. Breeding Pool. No. Yeah, it's not really an option. We play into a counterspell by not playing Teferi now, but we play into Knob Nixless by playing it now. So I think we wait to play it until the end of turn. Opponent plays Breya. I guess that's going to make it hard to keep Teferi alive, huh? Yeah, I don't think we play it. Cryptic Command. We definitely want another blue. Target opponent gets... Yeah, we're going to need to deal with that really, really soon. Let's just say go. We're going to have to take some beats. I don't think there's an option here. Opponent attacks for 6. That's fine. I think we play Teferi. Be ready to bounce it. Spell rebuttal. Alright, we can't cryptic. I don't think we can let this thing go off on us. And they get another counterspell? Yeah, we're pretty dead here. Oh, Thirst for Knowledge, okay. Alright. That's a card. Let's play Myriad Landscape. Too bad Mystic Snake isn't a wizard. That would be so awesome. Wouldn't make much sense. But getting it back, there's other ways to get it back. Alright, we take a few more beats. Sometimes the deck just has to take some beats. It's a slow to develop deck. Like sometimes that's just how you gotta play it. Alright. Can't be Force of Will. Could be just another counter spell. If it's literal counter spell, then they need to tap all these signets to cast their... Yeah, okay, they're going for it. It's probably a literal counterspell. Yep, that's got to be blue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got counterspell. There's not a way to play around that, really. They drew the Grim Tutor. It might be over now. We need to draw a non-land. Well, not that. Let's draw one card with Prime Seeker Zegana, the worst Prime Seeker Zegana we played this whole league. And it's a land. And... alright. We have a bunch of mass bounce spells. So, it's not over. Oh, I should have bounced it. I meant to bounce it. I just hit F2 too fast. Opponent's like 100% counter spells up. At least they didn't draw a card. I'm hoping to not have to counter what they play, so I can keep the counter spell up in case I get... alright, they don't play anything. Alright, oh yeah, let's... probably islands here. Island. Like that thing. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Either way is pretty bad for us. If I had bounced the Prime Speaker, it actually ended up mattering a lot here, unfortunately, because I'd be able to play it now for 6 mana and draw a ton of cards. Oh, he has another counterspell? What is this? Red, black, blue. Oh, okay, there you... oh, jeez. I didn't realize I was down to 8. Am I just dead? I'm just dead, aren't I? Yeah, shoot. Alright, we tried real hard to stabilize, but I didn't even realize I was just plain dead. I don't think there was much I could have done about that. Alright. That's too bad. I guess Breya is kind of a tough matchup for this deck. Breya is a tough matchup for every deck. The card is nuts. So, well, I mean, I had probably the 2 most satisfying games against Tymna I've ever seen, and then I played Breya 3 times. More evidence that there's just a problem with the format. People are only playing 3 decks. I mean, those were 2 different Tymna decks, but Tymna is the focal point, and, you know, so... oh well, I mean, we cashed out. We got 3 and 2. The Breya, the last one we almost stabilized. The 2 other Breya match just came down to one of the 2 players got mana screwed, and, you know, so that happens sometimes. So those were kind of inconclusive. And then the last Breya match looked like a Breya match might be favorable, but there are definitely ways to stabilize. We just fell behind. We almost stabilized. I mean, the Crucible, definitely committing the Crucible was a good idea, and then we ended up finding a way to. Then the Temporal Mastery that we flipped was pretty awesome. So, Yeah, I mean it's a fun deck. It's crazy. Like I wouldn't expect these cards to work together the way they do, but it seems like it's pretty good against Tymna, which is pretty awesome. But if Breya keeps making waves in the format, it's gonna be hard, I think, to break through all the Breya decks with a deck like this. It just Breya has better cards at their disposal, I think, whereas Tymna, their cards are pretty lackluster. So if you get down a heartbeat or something like that, there's not. I mean, they can use the mana, but they can't use the mana as well as you can. Whereas if you, I would never want to play a heartbeat of spring. Maybe a dictate because you get it on your turn. You do it on the end step, and then you get the mana on your turn, and then hopefully you've got like an extra turn spell or something like that to really profit. But playing a sorcery speed heartbeat or spring against Breya just seems like suicide. But fun deck. I had a lot of fun. That was really cool. It's let's go ahead and open up this treasure chest. Paladin Envec. I don't think that's worth anything. And then this guy is kind of cool, but not worth a lot. And then yeah, all right. So we got our play points back. So that's something. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.